Hey everybody, it's Camari Ellis here with another edition of Ask Camari. I got a question here about a first-time person buying a car. So I'm going to dive into the question real quick. Question comes from Sean, and this was his question. I want a car, but I'm not sure about buy here, pay here dealerships. The banks won't give me a loan for cars older than 8 years. I'm wondering if getting a small personal loan is a better way to get a car. So I actually got a lot of questions very, very similar to this. Normally when I do these, I'm thinking about investments, stocks and bonds and things like that. But a car is an investment. It's an investment in you. It's an investment in getting you to and from work, to and from your business, to and from school. So it definitely is an investment. So you definitely want to be diligent about what you do and what you buy with the funds and when you're going to go buy a car. So I'll dive into this real quick. First of all, for your very, very first car, I wouldn't take out a car loan, point blank. You don't know how to drive, or at least you're not a very skilled driver. So, I would save on my money. I would, first of all, I wouldn't buy a vehicle, my first car that was more than, say, 5 grand. Again, you don't know how to drive, or at least you don't know how to drive very well. And, I would take that time to learn how to drive. Also, the other thing you got to remember is that there are a lot of people out on the road who don't know how to drive either. So, a lot of people out there texting and talking and, doing all kinds of things on their phones while they're driving and just are distracted totally. So I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money. And the whole aspect of getting a loan is a little crazy only because, especially from a buy here, pay here, I've seen interest rates as high as 20%. Now, if you're in a bind, that's a different story. But this is your first car. I would probably bum rides or take the bus. But, worst case scenario, you're paying 20%. You said you would want to spend up to possibly $3,200 on this loan. So 20% on a $3,200 loan spread out over, let's say, 60 months, which is 5 years. Your car loan is low. It's about $91, $92 a month. But that $3,200 that you initially spent on the car turns into 54, almost $5,500. So that's a jump of over $1,500. So anytime you're buying something on credit, you always have to factor in the interest. And a lot of times the dealerships, they don't even talk to you about interest. They talk to you about the payment. So you want to figure out what the interest is and what the overall cost of the car is going to be. Well, I hope this helped you. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask Camari.